We are back. This is Kelly with IfYouHaveAnEgg.com, and this is part 2, the extra credit of chat number 146, and it is Sunday, November the 3rd. So our extra credit portion, we have been talking about exercising and myths and truths and myths about exercising, but for our second portion tonight, I have had so many questions. I get messages here. I get messages in our Facebook group. I get messages through Messenger. I get messages everywhere. And every day I get a question, hey, Kelly, what was that? So this whole 30 minutes is going to be, hey, Kelly, what was that? Because I get so many of those. And I thought we'd just get a bunch of them, out of the way here. Number one question. Hey, Kelly, what was that air fryer that you were showing us? So since I can't bring this over here, I'll just point. I get asked every single day what kind of air fryer I use or what that thing is. And especially now that we have 2 of them in the showroom at KC Kitchen Center, that is an air fryer. And the basket portion is in the dishwasher, or I would show it to you. But that is an air fryer, and we use here and in the showroom we use the Simple Living Products 5.8 quart, and you can go online to Simple Living Products. I think it's just simplelivingproducts.com and order those. But I love it. I also have a Power XL air fryer. I use it as a backup. It's been used a lot, but I use it as a backup now. The Simple Living Products, the reason I have switched like 100% to it, and we use it in the showroom, is it's so easy to clean. You do season it first, but then it's super easy to clean. It is so quiet that when we're doing classes in the showroom or when we're doing them here, you can still hear, like you can talk over the top of it. So anyway, that's what that is. So that's the number one question that I get. The number 2 question that I get, hey Kelly, what was that group that you mentioned? The group that I mentioned is our If You Have an Egg closed Facebook group. And what that is for is this, where we're doing right now, the chats on the Facebook page. This is a public forum, so everybody can see this, everybody can read this. But if you want to have somewhere where you can talk to some other like-minded people, normal people, and we do have a closed group, and it's If You Have an Egg, a Weight Watchers support group, and maybe somebody will do the link. I can do the link later. But if you go, that's what that is about, because people go every single day. Somebody says, what was the group you were talking about? But if you go there to join, you have to answer the 3 questions. Pretty please, because if you don't, I can't let you in. I don't have time to go back and research everybody's profiles to see what they are. Wait, Dolly said she was going to purchase Dolly, where do you live? Okay, Dolly said she was going to purchase an air fryer at Walmart, but then it said it would cause cancer. Where do you live? Because if you live in California, everything's going to cause cancer. Sorry, people who live in California. Okay, next question. This right now, this is a super popular question, and it was asked tonight. What is a delicata squash? This is a delicata squash. Okay, they are not always this orange. Sometimes they're a little bit more yellow. Sometimes they have green stripes in them, but they will always be this shape. Freshly cut. They will always be this shape. Usually about this size. Sometimes they're just a little bit smaller, but that is a delicata squash. So I do get that question a lot, and we got it tonight. That is a delicata squash. Okay, next thing. Hey, Kelly, what did you cook your instant oatmeal or your quick cook oatmeal? What did you cook that in? Mine turned out funny. Mine turned out too tall. Mine turned out too lopsided. Whatever. What did you cook that in? Let's see. Hold on a second. Melissa says, hey, Kelly. Hey, Kelly, what do we type to tag you in Facebook for sharing our goal? So, Melissa, if it's here on the page, which is where we were watching this at live tonight, it is at If You Have an Egg. So it's just the @ sign and then If You Have an Egg all run together, and it should pop up. If we're in our closed group, you type at Kelly Green Milligan. And it'll pop up. Or if you do the hashtag 30 Days of Thanks, I can search on those. Yay! I can search on those and find you. Okay, but so the other question I got a lot this week was, hey Kelly, what did you cook that muffin in, the one that we made in the microwave last week? Because mine turned out too tall, too short, too fat, too runny, too whatever. Okay, so let me show you 3 different mugs. I also use these mugs to do my egg mugs. This one is a regular coffee mug. This is microwavable. That's a regular coffee mug. This is a little short and fat coffee mug. This is not a mug, it's a little bowl. Okay, so the reason that I have 3 different things here, these are all microwavable. These are, let's see, and Brenda says that was the squash you bought was smaller. Okay, well it should have worked out. And yes, Betty, that's the hashtag. Thank you. And Claudie, thank you for posting the group. So this kind of a mug, even though I call those, sometimes they're called mug cakes, or like those were mug muffins. I didn't name them a mug muffin, but you know what I'm talking about. Or like a mug. When I make the egg mugs, even though I say a mug, I don't mean a tall coffee mug like this. You could do that, but some of you who are saying mine looked funny, probably because you used a tall one. So this is skinny. You know, this is kind of skinny. It's kind of skinny and tall, so you're going to end up with a really tall, because it will grow in the microwave to fit whatever mug. This little short and squat one might make it feel more like a muffin to you, you know, because it's short and it's a little bit fatter. This though is the bowl that I used. So last week when we were making all the different oatmeal muffins that we were making out of either instant oatmeal, or we were making out of 1/3 of a cup of oatmeal, I used this little crock bowl. It's just a little bit bigger, and I do this a lot for the egg mugs too if I'm going to take them out, just because it made a more squat, you know, one, because again it's going to grow to fit whatever dish you cook it in. So that is what I cook mine in. And Teresa just got back from Fall into Wellness 5K. Yay. Awesome. I hope you did well. I know you finished. Okay, hey Kelly, what was the tea that you said to drink to stay asleep? Okay, so I didn't say it would keep you asleep. You know, we had a chat a few weeks ago about you know, ways to either fall asleep faster or to stay asleep, you know, or whatever. So this tea, everybody thinks this tea is going to keep them asleep. I don't know. It might. I know that it not having caffeine, you know, is going to be good, you know, rather than drinking a caffeine tea. There are several different kinds, but the kind I used during that chat, and yes, I know this is backwards, it is Twinings Nightly Calm. And so it is caffeine free, first of all, and then it's a comforting herbal tea made with soothing chamomile, cooling spearmint, and the subtle flavor of lemongrass. So it is delicious. I can make this into 2 cups, you know, easily. That would be the appropriate use of this kind of a mug. But yeah, so that was the kind of tea. It was just Twinings Nightly Calm. And then I have used, I'm not going to quote it because it's another brand, but I can't think, Sleepy Time. Celestial Seasonings, maybe Sleepy Time tea. Okay. And yes, I know, Rosie, 5:41 in California is dark already. Yeah, happened here too. Okay. Hey Kelly, what are those little bowls that you use all the time? These little bowls are just little bowls. So I don't know why everybody's fascinated with these, but there's nothing fancy about these. I got these at World Market for like 49 cents each. What I like about them is, first of all, I can see what's in them. So when we're doing the chats and we're making something, I can see, even without it, you know, looking in it, I can see what's in them. They exactly hold 1/4 cup, and they were like 49 cents, I think, but at World Market. But that's all these are. They're just little glass bowls, just little tiny glass bowls. They do clean really easy, but that's all they are. Okay. So everybody seems fascinated by the bowls. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to set them over here so I don't knock them off and break them. Okay. Hey Kelly, what are those claws that everybody's talking about? So I'm suddenly addicted. Hello Julie, I'm suddenly addicted. Barbara's saying, did you get the tea? You mean like, where did I get the tea? Because I think I got these at Food City, if I'm not mistaken, because there's one right across from work. But everybody's saying, what are these cloths you keep talking about? Okay, I'm like suddenly addicted to these. These are Swedish dishcloths. Both of these, well, this one has been washed probably, I don't know, I mean, I've probably used it 60 times, and this one's been through the dishwasher probably 7 or 8 times. This one I've used like 40 or 50 times, and it's been through the dishwasher six times probably, because I put it through every week. But it's just a dishcloth that's sturdy. It is biodegradable, so when you're done with it, like when it finally does start to fall apart several hundreds of times in, I guess, then you can just throw it in the compost. But they have cute designs. We do have these available at Casey Kitchen Center. So if you live here in town, you can come by and see me, and you can come see my other 2 air fryers, Simple Living Products air fryers. But we do have these at the Kitchen Center, and we have these online at CaseyKitchenCenter.com. It's just KCKitchenCenter.com. And I will say to the ladies who were trying to order, sorry, I messed up on the BOGO. You can use it now, and it's only got a week left, or it's got less than a week left. It has 6 days left, but it's just BOGO Fall, BOGO Fall. And Janice, did you try to order it that day? Because I messed up. I don't know what I was thinking, but it said limit uses, and I was like, sure, because I thought it meant per person. So I said limit to 2. Okay, that limited to 2 people. So I've taken that off. I don't know why you would limit something to only 2 people, but anyway, so I've taken that off. So if you still want to look at them, you can. Okay, so the next one was, Kelly, what is that you wash your fruit with? So followed quickly by, why are you washing your bananas? Which you notice I picked up the bananas to show you. Okay, so what I'm washing my fruit with I get it from Trader Joe's, and it's just called Fruit and Vegetable Wash. They have it at, I think most grocery stores have it. There's another brand called Fit. I've seen it a couple of places. We used to get the Fit for my dad. He had to have it because since he was a kidney transplant patient, he had to wash all of his fruits and vegetables. Just because he had to, because he didn't have an immune system. But I get the one from Trader Joe's, just because it's a little, we got my dad the Fit because it was a spray. So he didn't have to, wash them. He could just spray the fruits and vegetables and then rinse them off, and it was good to go. But I like the one from Trader Joe's. I just fill up one side of my sink with cold water, put this in there. I'll put this in there, fill it up with cold water, and swish this around. It bubbles. It doesn't need to bubble, but I just like it when it bubbles. And then I dump all of the fruit that I just purchased in there, fruit or vegetables in there. Some of them I scrub, like potatoes I scrub, but like bananas, I just swish them around and they're really good, and then I rinse them off. And some things I pat dry, some things I let air dry, but it is the one I use is from Trader Joe's, and it is just fruit and vegetable wash. It's inexpensive there, and it works for me. It works for me, so I like it. That's always quickly followed by, why do you wash your bananas? You're not eating the peel. Okay, while you all are exactly right, and some people use vinegar and water, like my Christy does that. And Dolly, you don't have to get the Trader Joe's brand. So they have it at, I think all grocery stores have some brand of fruit and vegetable wash. And the Fit, I have seen other places, and let me see, Betty uses Fit, and Brenda wants to know if they have it at Walmart. I'm not sure if the Fit brand I'm not sure where all it is, and it doesn't have to be that brand. But the people who say, why do you wash your bananas? You're not eating the peel. You're exactly right. But, okay, I don't know what spiders have been crawling all over the bananas, not trying to freak you all out, but where bananas grow, so do big hairy spiders. But the real reason that I wash my bananas and all the rest of my fruit is, you don't know who's been touching it. Sorry, even from the point of the, even from the point of just the, where the fruit is harvested. But here's what I see more often than that. Like what I'm doing right now. So I'm coughing. I'm trying not to choke to death. I'm going to put something in my mouth to keep me from choking. Anyway, so I am coughing. And I'm coughing on my bananas. It is flu season here, and I'm sure it is everywhere. Excuse me. So people are coughing. I don't want them coughing on my bananas or my other fruit. The reason I wash my bananas, even though I am not going to eat the peel, I'm still going to touch the peel. I'm going to crack open my banana, or some people open it from the bottom. To do that, I'm going to peel the banana, and then I'm going to touch the fruit that's on the inside. So I'll wash the outsides of my bananas because of that. You're not going to have this coughing fit again tonight. Okay. Just a second. Okay. The next thing is, hey Kelly, when you say use a little nonstick spray, what do you mean? Nonstick spray comes in all kinds of shapes and sizes and brands and, you know, whatever. I mainly use, and you do not have to use this kind, but I mainly use the Trader Joe's olive oil for things that are savory, the Trader Joe's coconut oil spray for things that are sweet. Just a spritz. You're not neither of them, no matter what brand you buy. You're not coating it. You know, you're just doing you know, just enough to get it, coated. But those are the two that I use. I do get asked about that a lot. This one could take us the rest of the night. Hey Kelly, what was that nutritional yeast stuff you were talking about? Which is also quickly followed by, can I use regular brewer's yeast? No. This is not even close to regular brewer's yeast. We do have several chats about this. We have talked about this. You can find out, as far as I'm concerned, everything that you need to know about nutritional yeast you can find in another chat. But when I talk about nutritional yeast and I'm saying, you know, sprinkle it on whatever, like the pumpkin seeds. Casey has posted the air fryer pumpkin seed video is on YouTube now. It's just youtube.com, search If You Have an Egg. Right now, today, it is the most recent video. But I use this on those. Or like when I did the air fryer, the reheated pizza, the leftover pizza, when I did that, I put nutritional yeast on it. It just gives it a unique flavor. It does have it's chock full of B vitamins. It's really good for you. It's a great dietary supplement as long as you're not sensitive to niacin, which we do have. Popcorn Karen is, and I know one other person on the planet who is. But it is good. Yeah, Janice says it's good in grits. Oh wait, Sandra says washing your fruit also helps get rid of fruit fly eggs. Well, that's good to know. That's great to know. Janice loves her nutritional yeast. Joyce loves her nutritional yeast. It just has it just has a unique flavor. It does crisp things up in the air fryer. This is what makes that man's turkey tenderloin between this and the air fryer. If it didn't have this on it and you didn't cook it in the air fryer, I don't know, just wouldn't be anything. But this is what I'm talking about, and they're just nutritional yeast flakes. It is not brewer's yeast. So that, if you can see it, that's what it looks like. That is what nutritional yeast looks like. Okay, but there are other chats, but I get asked about this daily. Had lots of questions about the chocolate chips that we used last week. Hey Kelly, what were those chocolate chips we used last week? They are Lily's dark chocolate chips, and she does have others. They are stevia sweetened, 55% cocoa, vegan and non-GMO. These are the lowest point chocolate chips that I have found. They are dark chocolate. She has some other flavors and things, but I like dark chocolate. And I'm not just sitting and eating the chocolate. So like that. But for those of you who wanted to know what kind, it is Lily's dark chocolate. And no, she does not have any coupons right now. I asked for you all. I asked if she did, and she did not have any. So let's see. Oh, yeah. And good. Yeah, it would be dry turkey. You're exactly, Debbie. Okay. Next question. Why don't you ever... Hey, Kelly. Why don't you eat salt? And what do you use? Do you ever use salt? And then what do you use instead of salt? Okay, I don't eat much salt. Because both of my parents had issues, complications from things, or they had diseases that were complicated by sodium intake, and it does make me puffy, and I don't want to end up with that like that. But if I do use salt, I use pink Himalayan salt. Don't know why. I guess because it's pink, and I don't use very much of it. You can see I've had this well over a year, probably close to 2 years. I'm just now, you can see it just now to right there. So I don't use, I don't use much salt. Instead, if you don't want to use a lot of salt, I say find a good herb blend, find a good, find some good blend of herbs, or something that is going to give your food a lot of different flavor, instead of the salt flavor. Two of my favorites, I love all of these, but two of my favorites, the Dax seasonings. This one, John has completely switched from pepper. We used to fresh grind our pepper, not anymore. We've switched to the steakhouse. This is so good on potatoes. It's good on macaroni and cheese. This is just good on anything that pepper would be good on. And then the Dax everything but the salt. If you like the everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's, or I think there might be one other place that has it, this tastes just like it, but it doesn't have any salt in it. So, and this is Dax. You can get Dax online at DaxSpices.com, or we do have it at Casey Kitchen Center. That's here in Knoxville, or online at CaseyKitchenCenter.com. So those are my favorite spices. Hey Kelly, what is that stuff you put in your green beans? Another Bragg product, liquid aminos. I understand there's a coconut aminos now, I think, and I have not tried that. But the liquid aminos, this is the best soy sauce replacement, Worcestershire sauce, if I'm saying that right, replacement. Everything like that, anything smoky that you want to have a smoky flavor. I use this in my green beans, and Alyssa eats them every single time. She will eat as many green beans as I can fix. But that's what this is. That is the liquid aminos. Yeah. So when I say liquid aminos, get asked this a lot. Hey Kelly, what is the lowest point oil that you've ever found? Let me just break some news to you. Oil is oil is oil is oil is oil. You're not going to find anything that's really significantly lower in points. Just be smart about, about your oil, and you do need a little bit of oil in your diet. I just use, I just try to find a really good extra virgin olive oil. This kind, the Filippo Berrio, I think that was at Trader Joe's. The last time I bought oil, or I use Smart Balance for, because some things you don't want, some things if they're more sweet, you don't want olive oil in them, so use Smart Balance. So sorry to break the news to you guys, but oil is oil is oil. So yeah, you're not really going to find anything with much significance in the difference. Then the very last one is, hey Kelly, what are those little powders that you're constantly putting in things? So people aren't saying what are the powders that you're putting in things, but like the sweetener. So people ask, what kind of sweetener that we have. Oh, and I'm sorry, Rosie says not to have any soy because of inflammation, so she's going to try aminos. That sounds good. Trivia baking blend. That is the sweetener that I put in everything. So I don't sweeten my coffee or my teas. Occasionally I'll have a little bit of honey in my tea, but I don't sweeten my coffee. But Trivia baking blend is what I use because it does have some real sugar in it. It bakes up great. I have not had any problems with it baking. I haven't had any problems with it putting it in. It was in our packs that we made, our oatmeal packs that we made last week. Have not had any trouble with it. Has this nice little pour spout. Yeah, I really like it. So Trivia baking blend is the sweetener. And then the very last thing, y'all ask me about peanut butter powder all the time. These are my two favorites. The True Nut powdered peanut butter with coconut. I love it because it has just a hint of coconut to it. And you can see I've used almost all of it. And then this one, I found the Full Circle. This is chocolate hazelnut peanut powder. So I am not reconstituting, let me just swipe up here and see if there's any new messages. Nope. Okay, so I am not taking peanut powder and reconstituting it into peanut butter. No, not at all. I'll sprinkle this on bananas. I put it in yogurt. I put it in some of my recipes, to give it a peanut flavor. It's just a lower point way to get some, some peanut flavor. I tend to like the ones though that have some other kind of flavor enhanced with it, like this one. The True Nut has the coconut, and the Full Circle has the hazelnut. It's actually hazelnut powder. So, okay, those were the What Kellys that I had. There's lots more, but those are the ones that I seem to get the most questions about. So if you have any questions, just, feel free to ask me. I'll answer as quickly as I, possibly can. I did figure out that I had Messenger turned off apparently. So some of you were sending me messages and I was not seeing them unless I went to Messenger and checked them. But yeah, so if you have a What Kelly, just, feel free to ask me and I will get you an answer as quickly as possible. And if I don't know the answer, I will find somebody who does. But don't forget to do your homework. Do not forget your 30 days of thanks. So thank something or somebody, so say something like, oh, thank you, Lily's, for coming out with such, sweet, dark chocolates, or thank you, Nightly Calm Tea, Twinings Nightly Calm Tea, for keeping me asleep last night. But do thank somebody. 30 days of thanks. Anybody that completes it, we'll do just like we did this time. I'll have you confirm that at the end of the 30 days. And it doesn't matter if you start your 30 days today, tomorrow, the next day. Just do it sometime in this time period. Try not to go way far over. And then you all get a sheet of our handcrafted Bravo stickers that Casey has so kindly come up with. Okay, so everybody have an awesome week. Everybody know it is pitch black outside, and I feel like it's 10 o'clock and it's just 9 o'clock. So you'll get to hear me whine about that for the next couple of days. But let us see. Dusty. He is sacked out. No, sorry. No Dusty. No, wait. Maybe. Because he's going, no, the time didn't change. Okay, come on, buddy. Come on. Hurry. Oh, he's got to stretch first. Come on. They're waiting. Come on. Oh, I swear he gets heavier every Sunday. Okay, so here's our very sleepy boy. Y'all have an awesome week. I hope you get your homework done. I hope you think of some things to be thankful for. Yeah, and hope you get all those turned in. So hashtag 30 days of why. 30 days of why. We just finished that one. Hashtag 30 days of thanks. Y'all have a great week, and we'll see you next Sunday. Good night. Oh, sorry, if you're watching this later on YouTube, don't forget to watch the next video. Let me think. Watch the next video, hit subscribe, and hit that little bell if you want to be notified, and then you can order a Spreadshirt. Good night, everybody. I'll see you next week.